Some really cool games in that presentation. Hi guys, welcome to P-Myth Gaming. We may be waiting for the first Nintendo Direct of 2020 to get a look at the big games, but Nintendo at least gave us an Indie World presentation this week to tide us over with some cool indies in the meantime. So this week I thought I would choose my favourites from that presentation and let you all know what I thought of them. Top of my most wanted indies list is Streets of Rage 4. I got to play a bit of it back at EGX and it feels fantastic, just like the classic Mega Drive games. The combat's really fluid, I adore the new art style, and the attention to detail is superb. This new trailer has only increased my excitement with the return of Adam Hunter and, the eagle-eyed of you will have noticed, an elevator level. Trucking the bad guys over the edge of that stage in the original game was honestly one of the highlights of my childhood. I'll let you make a judgment on what my childhood was like based on that. This new Streets of Rage looks like it's really tapping into what made the original game so great, and really being faithful to them too. There's a great behind the scenes video I'll link in the description. And I'm really looking forward to playing the finished product in the new year. The game that really caught my eye though was Super Mash. Choosing two genres and then having the game combine them into a new experience is such an interesting and unique idea. It feels like this kind of original thinking is relatively rare these days, so I'm genuinely excited by the concept. Each of the various art styles and things on show all look sweet too, and with what looks like the ability to share your creations via codes, it's going to be great to see what everyone cooks up. Another one that looked rather cool was Dreamscape. The combination of dungeon crawler, top-down shooter and brawler has piqued my interest, especially with what looks like some Zelda-esque puzzle solving thrown into the mix too. Uncovering info in the overworld to help progression through the dreamscapes also seems like an interesting concept. Early days for that one yet, but there's definitely some interesting mechanics in there and I'm intrigued to learn more. Stylistically, Liberated was my pick of the bunch. I adore the cyberpunk graphic novel aesthetic, and the promise of an Orwellian nightmare world to explore, combining point-and-click style puzzle solving with 2D action segments, is right up my street. This has definitely gone on my want-to-watch list. Now, I never actually played Golf Story, but I've heard nothing but great things, and Sports Story, the new follow-up, looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Maybe I should go back and give Golf Story a whirl, because the prospect of an RPG adventure that utilises sporting equipment for progression and solving mysteries is equally brilliant and hilarious. I'm told the writing is fantastic in the first game too, something I always appreciate as a bit of a wordsmith myself, and with this being another Switch exclusive, I may just have to grab my racket, clubs, footy boots and baseball bat and check this one out. Last but not least is the Survivalists. I've actually got the Escapists sat in my backlog, and the trailer for the Survivalists may just be the kick up the backside I need to get around to checking that out, because the Survivalists looks like it could be a great management type sim. Online co-op is always welcome too, and there's a little bit of combat in there to keep things interesting. Plus you could train monkey helpers. Genius. So those were the games that stood out to me in this Indie World presentation. The Switch has got a bunch of fantastic indie games, like a ridiculous amount. So it's great to see even more stellar games being added to the library as we roll into 2020. Which ones stood out for you guys though? Let me know in the usual place. Thanks very much for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, there's tons more you can check out, such as this one. And if you like that, you can always subscribe to so you never miss another episode. This show goes out every Friday, but there's tons more stuff here on the Nintendo Village for you to enjoy. And be sure to check out thenintendovillage.com for news, reviews, features, podcasts and all that cool stuff. Thanks again for watching, I'll see you all next week.